What's going on? Matt Malatesta here, VYPE Media. He has come back to Aldine. Odell James, a superstar at MacArthur. As a player, he comes back to Eisenhower High School. He's a new head coach. Coach, congrats on the new job. We're excited to have you back. Just kind of tell me how this all played out and how excited are you to be here at Eisenhower?
Oh, I'm very excited. I'm very blessed to be back home and back in my roots and be able to bring back the tradition that Eisenhower had with Coach Patterson and Coach Carson, and just be able to bring that same tradition that they brought back in the '90s, and try to bring it into the 2000 era.
Let's talk about your most recent stop was at Duncanville, who wins a state championship. What did you take from being there, and how are you going to kind of apply that now at Eisenhower?
Definitely just the hard work and the dedication of just the players and the coaches. Coach Samples. I was very blessed to be able to work for him and just be under him for 2 years to see how he does things. Some people might not like how he demands excellent, but I do. And he definitely always keep a fire under our feet to make sure that we being challenged, always never being comfortable where we at, and making sure that the kids, the players are getting the proper coaching, the proper techniques on, and also film work. And he very big on the academic side of it, because you got to get those guys academics right so they can be able to go to school. So just being with Coach Samples, it was a great experience to be able to be with him and be able to take all the things that he installed into his program, and also to be able to bring it back down here to Aldine Eisenhower.
So, talk about, this is your first head coaching job. Talk about, what do you see as the pillars? What are you building this program on? What's the culture of your program going to be?
Just basically, I'm gonna build the culture on hard work and dedication, and just being committed to the brand. Just making sure that people understand the history of Eisenhower football, and just knowing that this is basically a powerhouse school. If people can constantly believe in their craft, and also just I think we forgot about the winning tradition at Eisenhower, and I think that the guys forgot about how to win, and how to be consistent winners. And so that's the main things that we're gonna have basically run this program with, running with discipline and hard work.
Great point. Just because, I'm old, right? But I know how great Eisenhower was back in the day, and it's going to be awesome to see that kind of come back. Talk about, your path to get here. You're a parade All-American. People would think, okay, that's a five. You were one of the first 5 stars to come out of Houston, out of MacArthur. Just talk about your path to get here.
Well, I didn't really know that much about college football coming out of high school. I just felt like if I go somewhere, I think I can be able to change a program around just with some other teammates that can be able to help me. Now how college recruiting is now in these days. We didn't have internet or social media or anything like that. You had, basically, if you was good, they was going to find you. And now in these days, kids can be able to just put up a just a highlight film on YouTube or Twitter or something, and they get by like 5 or 6 offers already just off that. But just that, having great coaches around me, with Coach Alpert, and just like I said, with Coach Patterson and Coach Amon, and Bill Smith in the Aldine district, just growing up, being around those kind of coaches, and playing against those kind of players in our district, you always wanted to use that Thorne Stadium. And if you get on the field at Thorne Stadium, you got a chance to get yourself out of the neighborhood. And that's one thing that we always basically was really hard about just working hard and getting the opportunity to get out the neighborhood. And that happened for me, and it was a blessing to be able to do that. And went off to Baylor, and kind of had a rough spot right there because you had like 3 head coaches, 5 different offensive coordinators. So it was up and down, but stayed focused on my academics, and just kept my head up. And I always knew that the Lord had a plan for me. And my backup plan was always to be a football coach, because I always seen all the things that the coaches did for us in high school, and where what I did to be able to get where I'm at. It was always through coaches in the high school at that time. And so that was my backup plan. I always wanted to be a football coach. And after I finished playing, Johnny Tusa was the first one that ever gave me a job in the middle school in Waco. So I took that job at Wiley Middle School in Waco, Texas, with Coach Tusa, and was able to do the scouting for him, and also give them game plans to be able to try to win games. After that, I went off, and that's when Guy Morris got to Baylor, and went to go talk to him, and rest in peace to him. And he just passed away by like a year ago.
Yeah.
But he gave me my first opportunity to get into the college ranks, and I was the assistant strength and conditioning coach in football operations at that time for 4 years with him. And after that, after he got released, coming Art Browse. So I got to be with Art Browse for 7 years. Got to learn his system, that everybody wants to have, and high power offense that put points on the board. So I was very blessed to be able to be mentored by him, for 7 years, and learning the offensive game plan that he established, that everybody's basically running today in college football, and as well as in high school. And so it's a blessing to be able to be under that tree with him. And also from after that, I left there, and I went on to South Oak Cliff in 2015 with Jason Todd, and also a great coach that's now back-to-back state champions. Got to start hit on his first year at South Oak Cliff as a head coach, and got to be able to help him build that program to where it's at today. And it was always a blessing with that. And then after I left there, I went to Prestonwood Academy with Coach Chris Cunningham. Won a couple of state championships. We won the state championship in 2017 with him, and it was a great. Austin Stogner, that was at OU. He was our tight end at that time, and we had a couple more Division I players on that team. And after that, I got my first head coaching job in South Texas. That's one thing that Grant Taft. I talked to Grant Taft about it. I was like, Coach, it's all the way in South Texas, close to Laredo. It's by the border. What you think? He said, Odell, it's better to have your hiccups and your mistakes at a 2A school than a 6A school. So what would be better? I said, a 2A school right now. He said, exactly. So I went down to South Texas, and it was Bruni High School. I basically was the football coach, the girls basketball coach, the track coach, the assistant baseball coach. The Lord blessed me to be able to do renovations by like $2.3 million of renovations for the programs. And and after that, we made it third place. They didn't make it to the playoffs for a while, and we rechanged that to make it to the playoffs. And now they actually winning district championships now, and still going to the playoffs then. And then after that, I left there and went on to Corsicana with Howard Watson. Howard Watson left South Lake Carroll at that time, and I got to be with him for 2 years at Corsicana. And after that, then come in for 2 more years with Coach Samples. And now, it was, we had made a good run for 2 years. And the first year we got there with Coach Samples, we made it to the state championship fell kind of short with just the deep pass that they
Yeah.
did to us to win the game 17-10. And this year, we came back and redeemed ourselves, and now we're gonna put a ring on our finger. So now is the new opportunity to come to Eisenhower to be able to help the kids here.
Man, that's some lineage. You've been around some great coaches.
Yes.
So, man, just being able to kind of learn from them and the contacts from, I mean, Grant Taft to Guy Morris, and those are Art Browse. Those are legends in the state of Texas. And now you're at a brand. Like Eisenhower is a brand in the city of Houston. I know it's kind of hard to resurrect a brand, but it seems like this is the spot you need to be in. And man, all the best to you. I think it's going to be an amazing experience. So, hey, Coach, we're going to come see y'all right before the season starts, see how we're doing.
Okay.
And, man, let's get Swoop Nation back on the map.
Exactly. That's the plan. That's the plan. Just like you said, like I said before, I think that people forgot about Eisenhower, and it's time for them to start understanding that, we got great players here. I mean, like we got, Nibley that's going to the University of Texas. We still, still produce Power 5 athletes here at Eisenhower. And we have more to come. And, our freshman class that's coming in, that's a really good class, that we have that's coming in, and, basically just getting into the community, talking to the pastors, talking to the little league teams, anything that I can do in a way to be able to help them to improve their success. We going to improve our success here at Eisenhower. So just basically helping the feeder pattern from little leagues to middle school until they get to high school to us. We're gonna definitely be in the community of me and my coaches to be able to take back the people that we need to take back that left our district, to be able to come back to our district and let people understand that you can still get recruited out of Aldine district. That's just not just Eisenhower, is basically all the schools in Aldine district, that you can actually still get a scholarship and play Division I football at an Aldine school district. You don't have to go outside our school district just to go to a Division I school.
All right. Well, hey, I'm excited about it. We'll see y'all come the fall. This is Matt with VYPE with Odell James, the new head coach at Eisenhower High School. We'll see y'all at the games.
I appreciate it. Go Big Ike.